Okay. All right. So numeracy is what we're looking at. Let me bring my screen up big. Okay. And we still, okay, so did you get a chance to open all of those literacy apps? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, you've opened all of them, good. Okay, so here's numeracy, right? And this is the sequence. Actually, I could hide this. Okay, so there we go. All right. So the first one is it now you see the 101 kids puzzles. Those are for kids to actually play with, to try and just work through those puzzles. It gives them an opportunity to really focus and concentrate. I'm talking about the younger ones, very young ones. All right. Then the app sequence number 1 is the introduction to numbers. And like what we did with letters, the same thing. Construct numbers, trace numbers. Then app sequence 2 is teaching them to count from 1 to 100. And they're actually doing this with the tablet. And then addition, subtraction, times tables, multiplication, division. And then we're on our way. All right. Okay. So this is there are actually 101 kids puzzles in this app. And them little kids really love that. And then we have car and truck puzzles. And then we start kids counting. So these are the internals.
Sir.
Hello.
For the that one introduction. Introduction. Sir, could you go back on the outline again? Which we should follow. The one you see on there. Because I don't have it on mine either.
You don't have it on your phone?
Hold on, let me pull it up because I'm using my phone for the microphone.
Oh, okay. You're talking about this, right?
No, sir. I'm going to pull it up shortly.
The outline.
One that says math magic. I'm not seeing it on my own, sir.
Oh, you're talking about the app itself?
Yes, sir.
You already loaded them, so we don't have to go through this then.
Oh, you can. Okay, sir. Yes. No, because
Tell me what to do. You guys give me the matching orders.
All right, you can go through the steps, sir.
All right. So you want me to share my tablet then? All right. Okay. Let me share my tablet. Where are I? Okay. 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 Okay, so where are we now? We're in Kids Place, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let me go into Kids Place. And you want me to go into numeracy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, now in the tablet I'm using here, in numeracy, I loaded all of the apps into numeracy for everybody, but that's okay. Now, the app that you're trying to find is this one, right? Max Math Magic,
Yes. Yes, sir.
and it's not on any of the tablets there.
Well, for two persons said they're not seeing it on their own. Not
Okay.
math, something like that.
All right, let me
Math Magic.
okay, let me go into select apps. So how many people have it? 7603, because it should be on all of them.
How many persons have it? But me, I've been looking for it.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M.
Oh, me find it was blind.
You find it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you what it looks like. That's it. Max
Yes.
Math Magic. So you only had 15. That's what you were saying?
No, it's there. Well, yes.
Okay, so it's there. So you know it's everything is going into numeracy, right?
Yes, sir.
That we're working with. All right, so hit numeracy and see what happened when you hold it too tight, too hard, then you have to hit the X to come back, and then you just tap numeracy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have all 16. Everybody got all 16 loaded, or we need to reload them all?
Some persons don't have them loaded, sir. So we're just putting them in numeracy now.
Okay, all right. So just wait for you then.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of penalty do we give to the ones who didn't load it?
Sir, that's
Okay.
free.
Okay, so
Free speaker, sir.
1 second, 1 second. I got it fixed. How many loaded?
How many loaded? Put up your hands.
Count them for me.
Just two, sir.
Okay, so all right. So only two people.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's with Belmere.
Let me stop sharing and come out and hear what we're saying. Okay. Okay, so how many people have it on the tablets? And there's a reason why I'm asking that. Let me get a count. Only two? Only two?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so only two people gonna get the only
Right,
two
sir.
only two people gonna get the Bluetooth speakers. That's the penalty. Did you hear what I just said? You should have been getting, we should have been getting, everybody should have been getting a Bluetooth speaker, but only two people will get.
Yes, sir, we're hearing you.
Okay, so I'm saying only two teachers will get this.
Not a problem, sir. We'll share.
Okay, all right. But everybody should have been getting.
Yeah, next time, give our next challenge.
Okay. Oh, we have a lot of challenges. We have a lot, and somehow there, I believe that you're gonna be a lead school. I'm a little disappointed that everybody didn't have it, but that's all right. We'll fix that.
Yeah, that's okay.
But there are gonna be a lot of interesting challenges. rewarding challenges.
Yes, sir.
You see, like how those kids get awards for doing their work. We have awards or rewards for the teachers too. I haven't seen the principal all day. How is he doing? Principal, how are you?
Not here yet, sir. Not here
Oh,
yet, sir. It's not
okay,
so.
all right.
Welcome to the presentation on basic addition. I know what you're thinking. Sal, addition doesn't seem so basic to me. Well, I apologize.
Ready now, sir.
Okay. All right. So we got all of those apps in there, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's go to numeracy. Select show categories list. Okay, go to numeracy. All right. I have more apps in my I went to nursery rhymes. I need to go to numeracy. Show categories list. Numeracy. Okay, so we've explored we explored the apps in literacy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we know how to set and all of that. All right, so now I want us to go to Khan Academy first. Did we okay, yeah, Khan Academy. Go to Khan Academy first. KA?
Khan Academy, KA.
Yeah. That's not the first one on the list, but I want us to go there first. There's a reason for that. This is really for the teachers. So tell me if your screen match mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then now touch math. Math. And your screen matches mine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, just scroll up. And you get to 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see what you have here? So this is the math you have in Khan Academy is all the way up to university.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
1 minute, sir.
I'm not hearing.
Yeah, go ahead now, sir. Something else.
Okay, all right. So now click arithmetic.
Arithmetic.
Mm-hmm. So you are with me in
Yes, sir.
okay, scroll up and you're going to see 40 different lessons here. Right? That's going to cover addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, long division, short division, all of that stuff. Decimals, all of that. Least common multiple. Okay, so you see all of that stuff there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the only you can on your own, and I will show you how you can. Let's say that you're in a chemistry class or in a calculus class, or any one of those things. I can show you how you find the lessons to do a better job than your teacher. All right. Okay. So you're with me now. Let's go to basic math. Click on basic math. Basic addition. Sorry. And when you go to basic addition, this is what you see, right? You see watch.
Yes,
Watch on YouTube. Okay. Well, you can't watch on YouTube because you're not supposed to be on the internet. All right, because we don't want those students to be working on the internet. They can, but we could show you it later how that is done without affecting anything and without getting on the wrong side. So sites. So we have the capability to blacklist and whitelist certain things so that they don't see that at all if they have to go to the internet. Okay, so let's click on watch. Click on watch. Now, when you click on watch, what happens there is that you have 1, 2, 3 different video players, right? Which one you want to open? You could open the one I'm opening, right? And right, and then just click just once. Don't do always, because if you do always, what's going to happen is that it is always going to go directly to the right. So just once, all the time. Remember that. All right.
Presentation on basic addition.
And look at this
I know what
video.
you're thinking, Sal, addition doesn't seem so basic to me. Well, I apologize. I hope I have that. Hopefully by the end of this presentation.
You have to pay attention now.
Sorry. Let's say I start with
Oh, okay, we ready?
Can I speak on just one, what, then it goes to just one, it goes to continue.
Say what?
This is what comes out.
Yes. Okay, you want me to stop sharing and see what you got?
This is what comes up.
Okay, one second. Let me see what you have. No, go back. Go back out of that. I don't know what you have there. Go back out of that. Go back,
Okay.
go back. Let me see the screen. Don't go too far. Let me see your. Pardon me?
Mine not working, sir.
Let me see what you're saying. Let me see what you're saying.
I'm muting, so I can't hear you. Okay, mine is played now, sir. Hold on. Let's see the camera. Anyone, just one.
Okay.
Wait, sir, 1 minute.
So you want to turn down your volumes and listen to mine?
This is what I'm seeing, sir.
What is that?
Oh, they go back. Come on, sir.
Yeah, come out of there. I don't
Oh,
understand.
it's so this. Okay, explain now, sir.
So you guys were following me on the screen. That's why you end up all over the place.
Is here now, sir?
Yeah, but you don't need all of them. You don't have a headset, so you don't need all of them to be on. You could turn down the volume.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, well, tell me when you're ready, because you could we need to pay special attention to Khan, because Khan is the guy who is going to assist the teachers to be able to teach the different lessons, and then we go to the applications in the
Ask someone. We don't know. We're not hearing. Sorry.
So where are we now? Where are we?
We're on the video, sir.
Okay, so do you want to turn the volumes down and then look, everybody could see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So let me share. Turn your volumes down and let's look at Khan very carefully here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to play. All right.
1 plus 1. And I think you already know how to do this, but I'll kind of show you a way of doing this in case you don't have this memorized.
Am I loud enough?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
if I have one, let's call that a avocado. If I have one avocado, and then you were to give me another avocado, how many avocados do I now have? Well, it's 1, 2 avocados. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. That was too easy. Let me give you something a little bit more difficult. I like the avocado. What is 3 plus 4? This is, I think, a more difficult problem. Well, let's stick with the avocados. And in case you don't know what an avocado is, it's actually a very delicious fruit. It's actually the fattiest of all the fruits. Probably didn't even think it was a fruit even if you ate one. So let's say I have 3 avocados. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. And let's say you were to give me 4 more avocados. Let me put this 4 in yellow so you know that these are the ones you're giving me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many total avocados do I have now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 avocados. So 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. And I'm going to introduce you to another way of thinking. It's called the number line. And actually, I think this is how I do it in my head when I forget. I don't have it memorized. The number line, I just write all the numbers in order, and I go high enough just so I can, all the numbers I'm using are kind of in it. So, you know, the first number is 0, which is nothing. Maybe you don't know. And then you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keeps going, 11. So we're saying 3 plus 4. So let's start at 3. So I have 3 here. And we're going to add 4 to that 3. So all we do is we go up the number line, or go to the right on the number line, 4 more. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice all we did was just increase it by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, and then we ended up at 7. That was our answer. We could do a couple of different ones. We could say, what if I ask you what 8 plus 1 is? 8 plus 1. Well, you might already know it. You know, plus 1 is just the next number. But if you look at the number line, you start at 8, and you add 1. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Let's do some harder problems. And just so you know, if you're a little daunted by this initially, you can always draw the circles. You can always do the number line. And eventually, over time, the more practice you do, you'll hopefully memorize these. You'll do these problems in like half a second. I promise you. You just got to keep practicing. Let's say I want to draw the number line. Actually, I have a line too, so I shouldn't give you all those ugly looking lines that I'm giving you. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. See? Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's a nice line. I feel bad to erase it. Let me draw a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's do a hard problem. What is, I'm gonna do it in different colors. 5 plus 6. So if you want, you could pause the video and try this. You might already know the answer. And the reason why I say this is a hard problem is because the answer has more numbers than figures. So you can't necessarily do it on your fingers. So let's get started with this problem. Actually, my phone is ringing, but I'm going to ignore the phone because you're more important. Okay, let's start at the 5. So we start at the 5, and we're going to add 6 to it. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 11. So 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What is 6 plus 5? Well, we're not going to see that. Can you switch the two numbers and get the same answer? Well, let's try that. I'm going to try it in a different color so we don't get all confused. So let's start at 6, right? Ignore the yellow for now and add 5 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get to the same place. And I think you might want to try this on a bunch of problems, and you'll see it always works out. That it doesn't matter what order you add it. 5 plus 6 is the same thing as 6 plus 5. And that makes sense. If I have 5 avocados and you give me 6, I'm going to have 11. If I have 6 avocados and you gave me 5, I'm going to have 11 either way. Let's do a couple of, since this number line is so nice, I want to do a few more problems using it. Although as I use it, I'm sure I'll just continue to confuse you because I don't have to write so much on top of it. But let's see. I'll use white now. What is 8 plus 7? Well, if you can still read this, 8 is right here, right? We're going to add 7 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to 15. 8 plus 7 is 15. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how to do these types of problems. And more than, I guess this, and you're going to learn multiplication a little bit. But these types of problems are when you're getting started off in mathematics, these kind of require the most practice. And to some degree, you have to start memorizing them. But over time, you know, when you look back at, I want you to remember how you feel while you're watching this video right now. And then I want you to watch this video in like 3 years and remember how you felt when you're watching it now. And you're going to be, oh my God, this was so easy because you're going to learn it so fast. So anyway, I think you have an idea. If you don't know the answer to any of the addition problems that we give you in the exercises, you can press the hints and it'll draw circles. And you can just count up the circles. Or if you want to do it on your own so you get the problem right, you could draw the circles, or you could draw a number line like we did in this presentation. I think you might be ready to tackle the addition problems. Have fun.
Okay. All right. So I am going to touch the arrow next to the circle to go back. And I'm coming back here now where you can do addition, basic subtraction. So we don't need to go through this, right? Adding decimals, why borrowing works, basic multiplication. So you have just about all of the math here for your grades for your kindergarten all the way through grade 6. Now, if you need more math, then you can go back. Are we doing pre-algebra in grade 6? So I came back to algebra, geometry, trigonometry. You're not pre-calculus? I don't think you're doing that in grade 6. Right. Okay. So the arithmetic should cover you in grade 6. If you need more material than that, all you have to do is to go back, right? And find it. Now, I went here first because I wanted you to see how Learnit handles the numeracy. All right. So click the circle. We're going to come out and go back to Kids Place. So click on the circle. Right. And then now you're going to go to, you know how to get back to numeracy, right? Everybody knows how to do that? Hello?
Yes,
okay, good. All right. So I'm at numeracy.
sir.
Okay. Now the number one app there, the number one app that you should be looking at is 101 Kids Puzzles, right? Now 101
Yes, sir.
Kids Puzzles could be in games, but I've also put it there. But we're gonna leave that out because that's for little kids just matching puzzles, right? So let us go to number 2. Kindergarten Learning Boost. Let's go there. Right? So let me go back to this one here, Kindergarten Learning Boost. This one, Kindergarten Learning Boost. I think that is the app that you said that you had in literacy, because it's in literacy as well. Okay, so do you have it? Is your screen like mine? Or you want me to go back? Hello, talk to me, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're at the same place?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Parents and teachers would do the same thing here. So where you see parents on the left-hand side, press that, hold it for 3 seconds, and you're going to see this screen here. Right? Okay. So the only 2 things that you're going to play around with when you come here, right? It's the music. You could turn the music on and off, right? And then you have options. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're there where we're showing stickers and progress when we press options.
Yes.
All right.
Options. Options.
I'm going too fast. I can go back out, you know, and come back in.
Yes, yes, sir.
Do you want me to go back out and come back in?
Oh, no, sir, it's fine. We're there, sir.
Okay, so stickers and progress. Now hit reset. And it says at the bottom, stickers have been reset. Now progress has been reset. Right? Okay, and I needed to reset that because I was doing a demo. Now where the X is, you click on the X twice, and it brings you back to alphabet. Right? Now when you come to alphabet, you're going to see at the bottom there, played 0 times, 0 out of 8 correct. Did we look at this app at all, or you did this on your own?
We did it on our own, sir.
Okay, so we don't, okay, all right. So this is alphabet. So alphabet would have been, that is where literacy was concerned, right? Okay, so let us press the arrow going right. And that's phonics. So that's literacy. We don't need that. Now, when you were, okay, you did, okay, let me point out a couple of things here about this app, right? Let's go back to alphabet. Let's go backwards. Because okay, now when you press alphabet, because there's
all of the apples with the letter A.
All right, don't tap them yet. Now, if you look at the top of the screen, right, you're seeing a blue portion of a circle with an arrow pointing down.
Yes, sir.
Did you click on that arrow when you were looking at this app?
Yes.
Okay, you did.
Oh,
And you saw these letters?
yes, sir.
Okay, and then, you know, if you want a kid to work on W, they just click on W and they work on that. Okay, great. All right, so so let's click the X. The X is always going to take us out, and the check mark. All right. So the next one is phonics. So you would have done the same thing, right? Going to phonics and you see that circle and okay. All right, great. Okay, so here now is where the numeracy part of it works. Sorry, numeracy, numbers.
Tap all of the trees with the number 1.
Okay, you probably played this one as well?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. So now you look at numbers, and here is where you're working first with 1 to 10. You're basically identifying the numbers. And you could have done that too with Kids Connect the Dots. Remember that? Kids Connect the Dots got numbers. So even they didn't know the numbers, they could have learned the numbers by going through that app, right? Okay. So now you guys are so smart there. Your teachers are so smart there that we could move along. So it says tap all the ones and then you go through the whole sequence, right? Okay. Now, what we're doing here is kindergarten, right? Now, this app here is what what you can use to assess where your kindergarten children are. All right, so let's click the X now. Click the plus, and let's go on to, okay, so spelling would be in literacy, so we don't need that. Shapes and colors would be in math, would you say? That would be numeracy, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, because when you come to your geometry and stuff like that, you're gonna have to learn shapes. So you click on
Tap
shapes.
all the objects that are circles.
Okay, so if you go up top first, it's going to show you what these guys are, right? And then when you click on the circle,
Tap all the objects that are circles.
notice what it says. Circles look like that.
Yes, sir.
Right. So so we go up there. I'm tapping on triangle.
Tap all the objects that are triangles.
So that looks so you understand what's happening here, that you give the children the exercises and they basically follow the instructions and learn these things, right? By practicing. All right, so I'm coming out of there now, right? And I'm going to go to patterns. Patterns is also one of those
Add
things.
correct objects to continue the pattern.
Right, so pattern would also be part of numeracy. All right, okay, okay. So now pattern, so we got that. I can move faster with you guys. Okay, and then we click on, okay, and then telling time, and that is also numeracy. So this app is a dual purpose app, and you're gonna find a lot of the apps like that, right? As you go and play with them. Okay, so that's enough for this app, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
A clock has a big hand and a small hand.
okay, so just
The
touch
big
the
hand
clock,
points to minutes,
and
and the
then
small hand points to the hour.
then let's come out. Let's come out, right? Okay. So now, okay. I for telling time, it says I played one time and I got it wrong. So it's showing me 0%, right? And you could go back and it is going to show you shapes and colors. I did the same thing. I touched the wrong thing. So here it is keeping score. So you could do an evaluation of your of kids and tell where they are with this app, right? And here they can learn directly from this app without you having to go to Khan Academy to teach them anything. All right, so let's leave this app. Let's leave this app.
Tap all of the ducks
So we
with
go
the number
right. So
1.
so we're gonna click on the circle to come out. And what we do now is that we scroll. Remember, we scroll up, find this. See how I scroll up and find the circle? You know how to do that now. And then it's going to take me right back to Kids Place. Now here is another trick. When you come back here, right, where it shows all of the apps on the tablet, you can actually come up to the top. You can come up to the top, you know, and just scroll down a little bit, all the way up to the top, almost touching the connection, all the way up top, right? All the way up top. And then you see your three bars, your three dots. Then you find show categories list, and then you come back to numeracy. All right. So now when you come back to numeracy, now you have all of these apps that you could work on. Kids learn to count, kids know. Okay. Do we need to go through these, or are you gonna check those out for yourselves?
Yes, sir. We check them out, sir.
Okay, all right. So the app that I want you to look at is the one that the one that you couldn't find. What's it again? Oh, Max Math. Come with me to Max Math Magic.
Math Magic.
Yeah. And
man, sir, that man. Oh.
this one here, Max Math Magic.
Yes, I'm just already. Max Math Magic. Max Math Magic.
You should, yeah, that's the one somebody was saying they couldn't find and they found it.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's a numeracy. Okay, I want to show you this app. And then, you know, you should be able to explore them. But remember now, we're only doing 2 categories of 12, right? And what you've learned with these 2 categories would apply to all 12 categories. When you go to teach grammar, when you go to teach music, when you go to teach a foreign language, if you do that, when you go to teach coding, right? In science, All of this is here. But all of that is hinged on kids being able to do basic math and are able to read. Now, I recommend, we have a lot of storybooks, as you would see, but we have some Bible stories that are very good for comprehension, right? It does a couple of things more than just understanding what you read, but getting some depth in our morals coming from the Bible. Okay, so you're with me now on math magic. Okay, touch stats. Look at stats. Okay, when you come to stats, you would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 functions within this app, right? And stats would keep score for you. Would let you know how your children are doing, right? One of them is counting, maximum, minimum, compare number, add, subtract. And then you have that reset button there as well. Okay, so if we want to get back to the screen now, right? You get back to the beginning of the app, we just touch that arrow. This is when we touch the arrow. When we're coming out, we touch the circle. All right, so let's click on add. Let's just do one. Let's click on add. Right, and then when you come to add, it has easy, medium, hard. Now, the results we've been getting is that the boys have taken on the math, on Learnit. The girls are not a problem, but the boys used to have problems and they've really taken the math very seriously, which I find very interesting. One teacher told me it's because they like money. They like money and they want to be able to count money. I don't know if that's true. Okay, so you have easy, medium, and hard. Let's go to easy. Right? And are we seeing the same thing? You're seeing the same thing as me, 5 + 4?
No, sir.
What are you seeing?
+5, 10. I don't know what it is. 3 + 5.
Yes, okay, all right. So okay, so you're seeing something different. I guess everybody must be seeing something different.
Yes, sir.
Right, but the same easy stuff. 6 + 2 is 8.
Great work, well done.
Great work. 3 + 3 is 6. Great work, well done.
Well done.
Okay, 8 and 4, I'm going to put in the wrong answer.
Sorry, try again.
Sorry, try again, right? Now, I tell you something that I have discovered.
Well done.
We have a 6th grade teacher online.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know what I found out in a lot of 6th grades in the Caribbean that I've been into? Most kids do not know their 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 12 times tables. They would know their 10 times, or they wouldn't know their, and maybe their 11 times or 12 times. They have a problem with that. Is that happening in your grade? In your grade 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So you have Learnit to solve that for you. Okay. So, pardon me? Hello?
Not you, sir.
Okay, so you have that problem. Everybody does. All right, so it's 16.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Well done.
So now I am going to click on the arrow. If I click on the circle, I'm going to come out of the app, but I'm just going to click on the arrow, right? And I'm going to click on the arrow again. And I'm going to click on stats, right? And see what it is telling me. I was doing addition and I got 6 out of 7. Somebody, okay. So we got 6 out of 7. So now I'm going to leave this app and I'm going to come back to Kids Place. So if you look at all of these apps here, right? The only other one I'm going to look at before I quickly, oh boy, you guys leaving at 5 today, right? The only one I want to look at is first grade learning games. Okay, so let's go back to numeracy. You guys know how to do that now. And let us look for first grade learning game.
First grade learning.
Yeah. You know, I have to go load it. I don't have it. All right. Let me go and load it into mine so I can show you what's happening there. Do you already have it loaded?
Yes. Yes,
All right, let me find it. 7603. Okay, I probably put it in the wrong box. Let me see now. First grade learning game.
Near the bottom.
Huh?
Right near the bottom for you. Go back.
Okay, all right. I put it in the wrong. Oh yeah, first grade learning games. Yes. See, I normally you would put it in games, but here we're working with it in numeracy. All right, so that's why. All right, so done. So now it's raining.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go back. Let's open this up. But we still have the toolkit to do. Wait a while now. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, open that up.
It's open.
First
Okay.
grade.
First grade learning games. Okay,
Yeah.
you remember I was telling you. So this is where your first grade students need to be. These are your core subjects, right? Science, language, and math. Okay, so if you slide from left to right, you would see where your first grade is supposed to be.
Okay.
Right? Have you covered? We have a first grade teacher.
See, Senor, see.
Okay. All right. So click on fractions. Let's see where your first grade is. Have you started teaching them fractions yet?
Tap the shape when you use the fraction. 1/3.
Have we started to teach them fractions yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So can they handle this? So 1/3. We gotta find.
1/2. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Trying. Almost.
Okay.
Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. Try again.
1/3. 1/3. 1/3. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 2.
Not quite. Not quite. Almost. Not quite. Not quite. Almost. Almost. 3. Not quite.
4.
Okay. So this is the app that you have to. This is what you have to be matching for first grade. And we have the app for second grade, for third grade. The thing about these apps though, these evaluation apps, because they call learning games, we actually have them in games, right? So here you begin with patterns.
Which number comes next?
1, 3, 5, 7. Which number comes next?
Well done. Pick a new sticker.
Pick a new sticker. Okay, so you have this app. This is your evaluation app. That's why it's there for grade 1, and you have it for all of the different grades, right? But remember, we have to get all of our children up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whatever class you're teaching, and kids are below, we can find the work for them to do to get up to the higher level. Okay, so we have a few minutes for me to just go through the toolkit.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you see so you have the apps loaded in, and I'm looking forward to great things from you. All right, so let me stop sharing here now. And I am going to pull up the toolkit. Let me stop sharing this here. And I'm going to pull up the toolkit now. Now, the toolkit, you're going to have to download from, you need to download it from the website, right? And I think I sent you the website. All right, so here is the toolkit. Let me share it. Share. Let me find my toolkit. My toolkit is being covered up by these guys here. Okay, here's my toolkit.
That's good.
Okay, all right, so let me get this to fit. Okay, there we go. Pardon me?
You didn't send us the toolkit.
You have to get it from the website. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Okay. So here it is. This is what you're gonna see. TLDL, teach knowledge, touch, listen, do, learn it. Okay, all right. So now I am going to show you how this works. Okay, so look at what is happening here now. You'll get the video. You notice that it says Learnit app contents for categories K, grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's look at arts and music. That was the first where you saw others first. But others really have different things in it that really you need to look at that. Check out what others has. Now that what others have. Now look at this here now. We have arts and music. We have the app list. Sorry, we have page. We have the app list. We have arts and music. We have grades. So what happens here now is that you really don't need the tablet in order to do your lesson plan. Okay? Because the toolkit is going to really help you. Now look, so we have arts and music, right? And then page 29, it shows a coloring book. And you notice the only grade that applies to is kindergarten. With me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second one as well, arts and music, coloring book, fun, kindergarten. Now, arts and music, you know, the digital pan is the steel pan in Trinidad. So if you're going to teach that, we start teaching them to play that pan from first grade. And you must look at that steel pan and see if you could learn to play it as well. Very nice instrument. So you notice that it is covering grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still when you get to 6th grade, you still have a lot to learn with that. Now we have the grand piano where we teach the keyboard and we start at grades 1. Now, this is the exciting thing about this digital world, right? Your average class size is, your school is small. So your average size class size is what, 15?
Sir, yeah, no answer is.
Okay. So if you were to teach the steel pan in the old days, you would only be able to bring one steel pan. Now here on the tablet, you have all of the steel pans. So everybody could learn at the same time, learn to play these instruments at the same time, right? And you have grand piano, how to draw, right? So it's on page 57. I'm going to go to these pages. So let me go to one of these pages and show you. So the same thing happens with dictionary, It happens with games, right? Happens with games. So you see your games, and then you have grammar. The games here is completely different to the games that these guys are playing, right? You saw what that evaluation app was that is in games. All right. So now we have literacy, right?
Yes, sir.
So phonics read one. Okay, so we start teaching. Actually, we could use that app from kindergarten to grade 6. Is it making sense what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, the same thing for numeracy. So now let us find one of these here. Let me find an app. Okay, so let's look at this app here. Page 126, phonics read one, right? So you would scroll down to page 126, right? And you would see the internals of the app. Page 126. Right. And here is phonics read. And you would see how it is set up, right? You have so you turn on the app, and then you'll see all of this here, right? And then you see where the student puts their name, and you see the 54 lessons, right? So you could go to an app on in the toolkit and see what that application is all about. Okay, so is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And here is preschool and kindergarten 2 extra lessons, right? And when you come to this app now, let me just close this. Okay, when you come to this app now, see what you have? You have basics, you got your language and math, and you got shapes. So you could see where we're beginning here. 2 years old,
Yes.
4 years old, 3 years old, 4, 5, 4, right? Skip counting all the way. So our kindergarten kids will get a really good foundation. And by the time they get to grade 6, to go over to secondary school, to grammar school, what do you call it, to high school, they should not have a problem at all. Because they would have the foundation that we're giving them from kindergarten to grade 6. And that is really our focus, right? Okay. Any more questions here? We understanding the toolkit?
So, sir, so you're going to send the link in the group, right?
Yes, I'm going to send the link in the group, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the website. I'll send you the website. You just go to it and you see it and you download it. So you'll have it for your reference. Now we actually have a hard copy. Let me see if I can. But it's just nobody wants a hard copy.
Right.
When you have you have the actual ebook. Just like I'm using it on my laptop.
Yes.
All right. So now there's going to be a race to the top now with all of these schools. We're trying to see which schools are going to be outperforming which with the Learnit tablets. That's what Usual is looking at.
Yes.
And there are rewards. Now we want to also we're looking at doing a competition in the schools for both math and literacy. All right, so we're gonna make that announcement very short. So, what do you think, teachers? I mean, we rushed a little bit, but I was able to do that because I have the confidence in your ability, in your abilities.
Yes, yes. It becomes perfect, sir. Yes.
So tell me, so have we started to experiment with our students yet? Because you've got the You got the app sequence for reading.
Yes.
Have we started yet?
Sir?
Have we started this with
Reading, the reading, start reading.
the reading? The numeracy?
Okay, right. Share with me what have you seen? Are you following the sequence?
Yes.
The touch this and do already.
Pardon me?
The sequence in the literacy,
Yes.
we just started doing one of the app. The first
Okay,
one.
but are we following the sequence? Because that sequence is important. It's the pace at which they're going to learn. They might know the material already, but still let them run through it. But then you can also use your discretion based on where your students are.
Yes, sir.
You might want to bypass certain things in the sequence. Yeah. So what have you noticed with the kids who were using the tablet? Have you noticed anything? Anything to report?
They are excited.
Sir. Not everybody start using it, sir.
Right, but the ones who are using it, that's what I'm talking about.
So the ones who are using it, they are coming on pretty fine because they would have mastered like most of like the lesson they knew, yeah. They have mastered them already in class. So it's just adding to what?
Adding to yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I mean a lot and you have a lot of kids. So what would you say your literacy rate is in the school? I'm curious, and numeracy rate. Is there any way we can measure that to start?
So the literacy rate is
From the last time.
from the last time, it's something thereabouts, sir, in the 70s.
In the 70s? Okay.
Yes, and the numeracy,
16.
it's lower than the number, it's lower than the literacy, about 16. So it's something, sir.
Okay. Numeracy is going to climb.
So-
Well, literacy is easy to fix, but numeracy is going to climb pretty fast if we follow the sequence.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's that. We're wrapping it up for the day.
Yes, sir, because it's raining now.
Right. And if you have questions, feel free, and I'll send you your video.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I expect that you're going to be one of the top performers there that would end up attracting more donor tablets to your school.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir, we appreciate it.
Okay. So
Are you
let me.
gonna send us the link for the
Yes.
Yes.